Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I just want to give you guys a breakdown on gold. I have a lot of trade that I want to make for you, but I'll try to see, and it's pointless to make so many videos, but as long as it's helping people, for me, it doesn't cost me anything. I'm happy when I see people they are doing better, and I'm happy when I see people they apply the same concept and make money. It make me feel proud and not be full of myself, but it make me understand that I'm trying to help where also I can. So today is gonna be a full breakdown of where, if you have, let's say, a knowledge and you understand what is happening in the market, for the people that they are more advanced, they will see it as simple as they can. Because if you remember, I made the analysis from here, how we could be able to get the trade, and how I was able to hold this trade until this zone. Then I took another buy. I think I took a buy somewhere here that I'm currently holding. I'm gonna show you guys on Telegram. The only thing that I'm requesting from you guys is just please subscribe to the channel. Let us push the channel growing, and every time I share the video, every time I put the video on YouTube, make sure you share the video to other people that they don't know about this channel. And remember to like and comment also. Share what you understand. Question, ask. I always come back and try to understand what people they want, because I have so many trade that I took. I took a trade here, then I took a trade again this side. So I hope I'm going to explain everything that I did, because this one was based on this area. Let me try to see on the group. I'm sure I did send on the group, but there is a lot of stuff in the group. I don't even know if I'll get the entry, but I still believe. Do you see? This is the one I'm still holding. I took this trade, and market is pushing with me. And in my other account, I took another trade somewhere here to go. I'm gonna explain to you guys why I took all this trade. And there was also another one that I took, it's been long. It has to be again in the group. So just bear with me. And I'm gonna make sure I make also the video about this one, Nasdaq also, because I took Nasdaq also. Then I took USA 30 also. There was one was a bit snipe entry. This is gold also yesterday. And this is the only one position I'm holding, because I took was like 4 position. Then I end up closing 3 position. Then I left one. I was also in a sell position where I was holding a sell until this area. This was like one lot. I closed 0.80. Then I opened from the downside. So I'm gonna try to explain why I took all this. You see, this is sell. I took also, this is one of my account, and this is Nasdaq. I'm gonna explain about all this stuff. I'm looking for yeah, this also was USA 30. I'm gonna make sure I make all this video. Just I'm looking for one entry, because there was one entry that I sniped. Not this one. This one I did not snipe. This one also I did not snipe. There is one I took. I'm sure I'm gonna show it. I don't know where it is, because there is so many pictures here, but it is what it is. You guys understand. So if you can check from whatever I shared, because I'm gonna make sure I put this video also about these things on the description for you guys to come and let's say watch it again and try to understand. Because like I'm a pure gold trader. I trade gold. I trade what do you call, USA 30. Those are my trades. If you can check on top here, those are the things that I do like every single day. I have to make sure I have my trades. So this is the one I was showing you. If you remember the picture, I took the sell position from here. This was on M5. So what I saw from here, I just used the simple strategy ever. This is what I use. What I saw was markets run the Asian eye, then come back. So when we get here, I did not get a chance of me, let's say, jumping here. The only thing I was waiting, since I was looking for the sell position, then I was waiting for market to come to the downside, to break this low. So when they come back, this is when I'm going to refine my entry. The only thing that I saw was more important to me to take the entry was this one here. I'm sure if I check properly in the group, you guys will see these things, because I did share it on the group, even said where is going to be my TP. Let me check here. No, this one. This is the Bitcoin. Let me see this one. This was also USA 13. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, because there is a lot of stuff that I share in the group. This was also Nasdaq I took. So for this week, I took so many entries. You see, this was the entry exactly where I said the market's supposed to come and fill. And if you check here, this is where the entry was. So it's not like I'm just giving you guys story. Then at the end of the day, when I was taking my entry, because I took an entry here, then I took another entry here to the downside, go up, then I say my TP is supposed to be, and this is what I want to try to explain. I want to try to explain right now. So when I took this entry, I end up taking another entry down. This is why I took another entry, and my TP was here. So if we go to M15, then you're gonna see something like this. Why I decide to make this one as my TP, one is because there was a demand area here, market manipulate, then market come back. So when market is coming back, the only thing that I'm gonna wait for, let's say I have a zone like this, market push to the upside, market come down and go up, then market break this area. The only thing that I show people most of the time is I wanna see what market left here. Why did market not mitigate this area? So I'm going to extend my zone like this. How is this area going to be more valid? The only thing that I'm going to wait is to see if market is going to create a liquidity, run that one, and drop again. So this is what I'm going to wait for to make this zone become more valid as for me. And this is what I look. I share these things so many times. It's just that people that they make notes, they understand them properly, and they're making money out of it. This is what I use. There is no magic, because I know so many people, they ask me, which strategy are you using in gold? I don't use any strategy. I'm using what I'm showing you guys. If you know what I'm talking, then you're going to make a lot of money. So this is a liquidity. They create liquidity to make this zone become more valid. Then they drop more to the downside. So when they drop more to the downside, this is why I took the entry here, the entry that I share, that I'm currently holding. Oh, sorry, not this one. This is the one that I say I'm current holding. Then I hold this entry. I took the market from there. Then when market get here, so I decide to take the entry here. First things here, there was just a consolidation. Then I saw a nice setup. I think it was on M3, if I'm not mistaken. Then I decided to take that entry. This is what I saw. Because I end up deciding, I say, you know what, market is already take liquidity. So for me, this week was just a manipulation. You see, all those weeks that were there was just a manipulation. Then when I see market run this one, when it trade like this, I took my entry. This is what I was looking. Then I decide, you know what, let me just hold this trade. I'm not gonna close it. So I hold this trade. Then market went more up and come back again somewhere here. It's just that I don't see the other picture of where I took gold, because I had two positions on gold. Let me see guys if I can be able to send that picture, but it's the same one that I'm holding. Yes, it's the same one, because it is on H4. The entry is on the 14 somewhere here. 14, yeah, this is the entry, because this is why I took the entry somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here. This is why I took my entry. You see guys, I took my entry here and I'm still holding that entry. It come back again, this area. Why did I miss this area? You won't even believe guys. This area was playing in front of my eyes, me sitting in front of my computer, but I end up missing this entry. The only thing that I was waiting was, I missed one detail that maybe, I'm sorry I cannot share it on YouTube, is more confidentially. So then it's not like when I say like this, people have to come in my inbox. Wow, why did you say? Why why you say it's more confidential? No, it's not like that. It's just something that I know someone show me, but if he see me, I share it on YouTube, it's gonna be so bad for him. I promise him I'm never gonna share it on YouTube. So I was waiting for market to come here to the downside, but the person who have eyes can see what I'm trying to say here. Then market get here. This is what I was waiting for market to come here. But check where market come. Market get here and start buying already. So the only thing that I'm waiting before I take a trade. I wanna see how market come here, create this eye. Let's say this eye break this one. So if market come down and push to the upside, now I'm gonna wait for market to come and run this one. Say I'll take my entry here. This is what I miss. So I miss it from here because market break this low, sorry, take liquidity from this low and break this high, then markets come to the downside. So when markets come to the downside, I did not get a nice entry there. I just tell myself, you know what, let me wait and try to see what is going to happen. But that was not the end of the hold. You see, when you miss an entry, you just need to understand, okay, I miss an entry, it's fine. It's fine. So, and I was waiting to see what is going to happen. Now let me show you this side because this is what I was doing this side. Um, Let me go to M5 because I killed these things today like nobody business. So this is what was happening. Remember guys, I had a position that I've been holding, and yesterday I scalp again from here to here. Then we take over. I end up closing my trade. Everything is on the public group. If you go to the public group, I have nothing that I can prove. So the only thing I saw now was, okay, this was the area I was waiting for market to touch so that I can sell. But at the end of the day, market did not make it to that eye. Then what market did, market create this eye, they run that eye, they come to the downside. So I was looking to see what is happening in terms of structure. Why did the market return the downside? I did not even have a point of interest. So the only thing that I was waiting is to see where is market running liquidity. So what I saw was this area, market manipulate this one. I hope you guys can see it. Let me just show you because I know people, they like to see so that they believe like, okay, these things was just happening. Let me see. Oh, this one you're gonna see it on USA 30. Sorry, this is USA 30 again. What is that picture? Let me see. As you can check, this is the entry I took. And what is it was the first entry. Yeah, this was the first entry. Do you see where I took the first entry? This is the one. So depend on my broker, because this one was the first entry on one of my C trade account, IC Markets. Then end up deciding to take on my other account. You see this one. So I'm going to explain these two trades because this is the one I'm currently holding. The other one I've already closed it. So what happened was I was in M15. I did not even refine a lot. According to my broker, this is the one, the candlestick that I end up refining all of it. Then I went to M5. So when I went to M5, I saw on M5 that, oh, there is this base ignore, the one was here. Remember, we took liquidity and this candlestick was the cause of all this manipulation. So there is two. One is this one because market helped to come and take out this liquidity, but the original movement started from here. So when I see something like this, the only thing that made me take this entry was that one. So I decided I took the entry here. Then I also take another entry on top. So the first entry on M15 was the one that was here. Then I took also this one because normally, guys, you know, I always trade two, like I having two entries. One is on the open and the other one always be on the 50%. So I took the entry, then market went with me all the way to the upside. Here I was only targeting 50 pips. That is what I was looking at. Like 50 pips, then I'm done. After I close the 50 pips, my account I already done. Then I decide, you know what, check here again. The same scenario I was explaining to you. All you need and what you want to do is to see how market is playing. Market goes up, break that low, leave something here. The only thing you're going to wait is market to create a liquidity. We run that liquidity and you take your sell again from here. But it's not like always market has to come and run this low. The only thing that you need to see is to understand what market was doing. That is the only thing that you need to understand. Let's say if market get here, do something like this, take out this liquidity, then this one become the point that we need to target. So market run that one and get here. What do you wait for? If there is any inducement that market is already created, let's say before mitigate your zone here, then markets come, mitigate your zone, then drop. The target is going to be for you to take out this one, and here you have to wait to see how market is going to react. This is what happened, and this is why I took this entry. So many people did not understand why I was able to get this movement. So when I seize this, I decide to place my buy position from here, and my target was this one, and my target was again somewhere here. This is what I was, because I had this position here, I was targeting that one. It's not like because I have this target and I'm gonna make sure market get there and I close my position. No, it was not like that. So the only thing I was doing is, okay, market break this area. If market break this area, then you look for a decision point here, market to come, then we take over again. But the only thing also was helping me was time. What is time and price? That is what we normally tell people. When you are trading this concept, you just have to understand what is the time. If you check here, do you see what time was it? Frankfurt, I took the sell, the buy, sorry. Market went with me all the way to the upside. Even New York, when London opened somewhere around 3, then 3:30, market expand again more to the upside. All this was just still London. And check what happened. Market just come all the way to the downside. London end, and then I took my entry from here. I was just holding my entry. I did not have a problem to hold this trade because I knew what I was looking at. Liquidity taken, we break the eye, then markets return to run this inducement for us that we bought during the Frankfurt. So they come and take out people out, then they buy again. So I knew already the direction. I was even telling someone like, market is gonna take over. And my target was not set that far. It was just here. This is what I said. This is going to be my target. It was a scalping. Then at the end of the day, I decided, no, it's not going to be a scalp. Let me just hold this trade. Then I hold it. But check what happened. After they break this area, they return back, mitigate this area, and take over. If you check here, this was almost New York open. New York open. Check the pressure. Mitigate this zone. Then they take over. Go to the upside. So almost 8, they retrace again for them to come and start buying. Come again here, mitigate the same thing, you see. Come here, mitigate, let me delete this line. Come again here, mitigate, and take over. So this is why I'm holding this trade, because I'm looking on the higher time frame if we can get here. And we see tomorrow, I'm sure tomorrow we might get here. This is gonna be how do you call it? It's going to be almost 300 and something pips for them to get there. So this is why I'm holding this trade up until that end. As you can check, guys, I took a lot of trade in gold, a lot of them, but you're going to see this thing is just, how can I say it? It's easy. One account, I have an entry that I'm holding from here, and another account, I have an entry that I'm holding from here. But if you check this entry from here, the one I took here, up until where I'm targeting, this is going to be like 640 pips just to get there to the top. So it's so simple. And the major target is this eye. Why is this eye from here? This was because this eye, it failed to break this low. Then it became a weak eye. So market has to do what? Market has to target. This thing is everywhere on you on what? YouTube. We break this one and this eye is there. So market goes to the upside, create an inducement and go up. So market can do anything it want to return to this area. If market fail to break this zone, when I'm buying here, my target is this one, because this one is weak and this one is strong. Do you get that? So anytime I'm buying, market to break again this one, I'm gonna wait to get here. So this is what I'll do until we break that one. Then when we break this one, so this is why I'm going to refine again if I can get another entry for me to come with it to the downside, maybe somewhere here or somewhere here. Depend on how market, if market is already done something that I lack, then I'm gonna look for the trade from there. If market haven't done anything from there, then I'm sorry, I won't take anything. This is how I look at the market. There is no other strategy, other stuff that I'm using. You're gonna ask yourself, why did you not hold the trade from here? I don't know how I can explain, but I took a sell, but a buy, I end up missing the buy. I miss all this movement. But it's not the end. It's not the end. Always. We just have to understand what is the structure telling us and where market is going. You see those kind of stuff. And then this is why I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push, so hard, and make it simple as I can for me to understand. And for me, this consolidation is consolidation again for the higher price. But let's see what market is going to decide and do. So I hope this video is going to make sense to someone. I'm gonna make sure tomorrow I'll do again the Nasdaq and USA 30. I'm gonna do them separate, but my main focus is only USA 30 and gold. Those are my deliberate. I make sure I focus on them. And check what I did here. You see this zone here. Do you see that zone? So if you want to refine more to try and understand, this block here act as liquidity. You see that block act as liquidity. They run the low while people they get confused and then they take over. Let's say if we go to the small time frame and we try to understand why did the market come back. Do you see where market come back? This is how these people they do these things like every single day. So many people rush to come and buy from here. If you put a tight stop loss, imagine they kick your entry out with how many pips? 4 pips almost, minus 4 somewhere there. Then they take over. They just take over. This is what they do. Me, I don't just refine. I don't over refine these things so much, but I just read it as simple as I can. Because let's say if you over refine, maybe you come and say market is gonna come here, while all this candlestick is the cause of everything. You see this candlestick. Just take there, but I did not take this entry again. And this time, because I have my time that I trade, after that I just start watching the market and go to the group, makes joke with people and this kind of stuff. And this is my entry, just holding it, and we are going up. We are going up, guys. So I hope it will make sense to someone and you're gonna apply the same stuff. So guys, please enjoy.